How to take a DeFi loan. That's going to be the topic of this video. Good morning, everybody. Now, a lot of people are not using this DeFi space, and there is tremendous opportunity available. So the aim of this video is really to dig a little bit into DeFi to show people how simple it is to make a DeFi loan and demystify a bit of DeFi. Now remember, this is just a tiny section of the DeFi space. Like with traditional finance, there's many things you can do in DeFi. But if we start with the basics and you understand how to take a loan, you're well on your way to getting there. If you're a businessman, an entrepreneur, or a hustler, a guy who needs to have money and have liquidity available to conduct your business, it's a very good thing to understand how to take a DeFi loan, that you can use it if you need to. Without further ado, let's get straight into this. Okay, how to take a DeFi loan. We're going to use Oasis app. Oasis.app, which is the website where you can actually take the loan, and we are going to be using Ethereum. Ethereum is currently the leading the way with DeFi. There are a lot of competitor coins, but for now, the basics, we're going to use DeFi. We're going to use Ethereum. It is the most popular coin on the DeFi, in the DeFi space. Who qualifies for a loan? So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a bit of theory, yeah, just so that we can understand what a loan is and get our heads around what we're trying to do. After the theory, I'm going to go into the practical. And with the practical, we're actually going to get our hands dirty and we're going to go and we're going to take a decentralized finance loan. So who qualifies for a loan? Now, this is some of the things that really excite me, because it's no longer a situation of, do you have the right documentation? Are you the right age? Do you have all the things that the traditional financial system required of you to be able to take a loan? No, this is finance 2.0. Anyone can take a loan. Now, it's easy. There are no programming skills required. So a lot of people are shying away from this technology because before it was reasonably difficult, but now with the new interfaces, the way things have progressed, if you can log into simple banking, if you have the basics of using a computer, when I say basics, the ability to send email, the ability to understand how a crypto wallet works, it's easy to take a DeFi loan. Now there's no KYC. Know your customer is not required in the DeFi space. There's no documents. How crazy is that? You do not even have to identify yourself. There's no age restriction. The only restriction in that regard is understanding. If you're a 10-year-old that understands how computers work, how DeFi works, how the Ethereum network works, you qualify to take a loan. You don't have to be 18. If you're a 90-year-old that doesn't have the understanding, you don't qualify. It's as simple as that. You don't even have to be a human. Now take a second, that just blows your mind. If you are a script, a computer, artificial intelligence, you could also take a loan. I don't know if I say you, if it's AI, if it's a non-human. But the point I'm trying to make here is that computerized script or a robot could take a loan. There's no repayment schedule. We're going to get into that in a little bit more detail. You don't have to pay it back every month. You don't have to pay it back every year. You choose how you want to repay it. Do you want to repay it every month? Do you want to repay it every day? Do you want to never repay it? It's also an option. As I said, we'll get into that in a little bit more detail. You never have to pay the loan back. Okay. Now, I did a presentation, I did a talk, and I brought that topic up. A lot of people will, well, I'm just going to take a loan and I'm never going to pay it back. If you think that you can simply take a loan and never pay it back, you're not understanding what we are doing in the DeFi space, what is happening. You're not understanding the basics of a collateralized loan. Let's move on. You must have collateral to qualify. So in other words, you can't simply go and ask for a loan if you have nothing. Let's go back to traditional finance. If you go to the bank and you have no job, you have no salary slips, you have no assets, and you say, hey, give me a loan, I want to start a business. In the real world, in the business world, no one's going to give you a loan. The only one's going to give you a loan is your mama. But what I'm trying to say is that you are not getting a loan in traditional finance if you have nothing. You need collateral. If you're buying a house, you would normally put the house up as collateral to the bank. Plus, they would want to know that you can qualify in affordability. So in other words, that you can afford to make the monthly payments so that they don't have to take the house. With decentralized finance, exactly the same is true. You have to have collateral before you can take a loan. Now, collateral means that you have to have some Ethereum. So you can loan 66% of your collateral. To put this simply, if you have 3 Ethereum, you can loan 2 Ethereum. So you can't just simply go and loan as much as you want and never pay it back, as I mentioned earlier. You have to have 3 Ethereum, then you can loan 2 Ethereum. If you've got 15 Ethereum, you can loan 10 Ethereum. 66% is what you need. Why would you take a loan? Okay, now there are many reasons. And the main reason, and we're finding a lot of people are doing this, is to buy more crypto. Now I've put here that it's not advisable, but I still want to explore the opportunity of doing this. Let's say you have 3 Ethereum and you believe Ethereum is going to go up and you're very, very confident that it is going to really be a good investment in the future. You could take your 3 Ethereum and loan an additional 2 Ethereum, then you'd have 5 Ethereum. When the price goes up, you'd be able to pay back the loan and have 5 Ethereum. Now, when you pay back the loan, you're not paying back the loan in Ethereum. You're paying back the loan in the equivalent of US dollars in a coin called DAI. DAI is a stable coin which is pegged 1-to-1 with the US dollar. So you are taking a loan in dollars. It doesn't matter how the Ethereum price fluctuates. You will have to pay the loan back in dollars. You could buy assets, houses, cars, etc. Now here's an interesting one. If you believe that the price of Ethereum is going to plummet and is going to go to 0, you could take a loan, you could buy a house. Now you've got a paid off house. The Ethereum price plummets to 0. You don't have to ever pay that loan back and you get to keep the house. Because you've basically offered up your collateral to get the loan, you now have the house and Ethereum goes to 0, which I believe is extremely unlikely, but you've still got the hard asset and you don't have to pay the loan back. If it went to 0, the loan would still be in dollars, so you would still have a debt. But remember that this is a smart contract. So you're not hurting anyone by not paying back that loan. It is simply part of the system and no one gets hurt. The main reason that you would want to take a loan is to keep your crypto and have liquidity. So if you've got a crypto portfolio and you need to buy something, you might need something as simple as to repair your car. And you are a firm believer that crypto is going up in the future and you don't want to sell your crypto to repair your car. You would rather take a loan against your existing crypto portfolio, repair your car, and then as you get salary, as you get money in, you could pay that loan off, thereby keeping your crypto, having liquidity to do the things that you need to do in life. Now, guys, I hope that we've covered theoretically what you can do with a decentralized loan. I'm going to go over it very quickly again. You can only loan 66% of your collateral. You have to have collateral to qualify for a loan. There are no documents. A loan is theoretically anonymous. It works only with a private key, not even an email. That is the basics. That's the theory of taking a decentralized finance loan. What we are going to do now is we are going to move into the practical aspects and how you actually take the loan. So here we are on the Oasis website, oasis.app. This is the site that we're going to be using to take our decentralized loan. We simply click on Borrow DAI. Remember, DAI is the stable coin pegged to 1-to-1 with the US dollar. So let's just go through what it says. Put your assets to work. Vaults make it easy to utilize your collateral by generating DAI against it. Realize liquidity through your vault and ensure that you don't lose exposure to your collateral. Okay, so basically you need to connect a wallet. I use MetaMask. It's the easiest wallet I've found for these type of decentralized finance applications. I'd highly suggest that you download MetaMask. It is a plugin for many browsers. It's a plugin for Chrome. It's a plugin for Brave browser. Once you got it, it's a nice wallet to use. So we can see that you can use your Ledger, your Trezor, your Coinbase wallet, or your Wallet Connect. But for the sake of this exercise, we are going to be using MetaMask. So you open your MetaMask and it says get started. Now you're opening a vault. A vault is it's a very simple concept. It's just a place where your loan will be stored. So we say get started. Now I would like to use Ethereum as my liquidity type. So I select Ethereum. But just to go through some of the things on this page, you could select basic attention token, USDC, or even wrapped Bitcoin. Wrapped Bitcoin is Bitcoin that is substituted with a ERC20 token, but we don't need to get into that right now. So I'm using Ethereum. Let's go through stability fee. The fee calculated based on the outstanding debt of your vault. This is continuously added to your existing debt. Basically what they're saying is the interest that will be charged on the loan. So in traditional finance system, this is your interest rate, the interest they will be charging you on your outstanding capital. Liquidation ratio, we've gone over this. This is basically the fact that you have to have your loan at 150% ratio. In other words, you can loan 66% of your collateral. If you have 3 Ethereum, you can loan 2. That would be considered 150% liquidation ratio. Liquidation fee. This is an additional fee that will be paid on top of your debt when your position is liquidated. There could be other costs involved depending on the price your collateral is sold. Okay, so if your loan goes over the 150% collateralization ratio, you will be liquidated. Okay, we're going to go through quickly what liquidation means. So in other words, if you have your 2 Ethereum and you've got a loan, you've put in your 3 Ethereum and you've got a 2 Ethereum loan. If the price of Ethereum drops, remember your loan is in dollars, and you go over the 66%, or your loan is no longer collateralized at 150%, your loan will be sold. Your collateral will be sold to cover your loan, and you will be charged a penalty of 13%. A lot of people misunderstand liquidation. They think if your loan is liquidated, you lose everything. That is not the case. If your loan is liquidated, they sell all your collateral, all the Ethereum that is in your loan, a 13% fee is deducted, and then the rest is refunded to you. I hope that makes sense, because it is going to be important that you understand what liquidation is, because it can put your loan at risk. Certainly put you at a 13% fee risk. Okay, so let's click continue. Set up the vault. So configure your vault for easy management. This only has to be done once. Once you have a vault, you can take a loan against it. You can add to it, make your loan bigger. You can make your loan smaller. You can pay off your loan and have that vault still stagnant with 0 loan. And then if you need to use it in a couple of months or a couple of years, you can go back to that vault and take a further loan from it. It's a very, very interesting financial instrument. I like to compare it to an access bond. You can pay your bond off, but if you need money, you can draw the money back out, and you can use it in very much the same way. Set up allowance. This permission allows you to interact with your Ether. This has to be done once for each new collateral type. What they're saying here is that MetaMask is going to ask you to approve that you can interact with this website when using your Ethereum. So it will ask you to confirm it. This is part of the smart contract setup. It's very simple. You guys don't need to know all about this, but you're just basically giving Oasis.app permission to interact with Ethereum on your MetaMask. Once you click that, it does take some time for the confirmations to go through. As you can see here, we're waiting for 10 confirmations. Bitcoin confirmations, we all know, take around about 10 minutes. Ethereum confirmations take around about 15 seconds. So Ethereum blocks are a lot quicker than Bitcoin. But once again, that you don't need to know. So once you've set that up, you just simply click continue. Okay, now it says, how much ETH would you like to deposit to generate your DAI? So how much ETH would you like to lock in your vault? So I'm going to lock 3 Ethereum. And how much DAI would you like to generate? Okay, so this is where the 150% collateral will come in, will take its toll. So I'm going to say, let's do 400 DAI. So remember that I'm essentially generating $400 worth of DAI. And I will be showing you how we convert that back into Rand so that we can use it for practical real-world aspects like fixing our car. So it says the max amount available is 486 DAI or dollars. Bearing in mind that the price of Ethereum is around about 240 Rand today. 240 US dollars today. So that's why it says I can generate 480. Now, I don't want the max because it is a very good idea to have a cushion. If the price of Ethereum changes, your loan can be liquidated and you can have to pay that 13% fee. So let's just stay safe with 400. It would probably be a better idea to even take it down. In fact, let me do it for 300. Then I know I've got a very good cushion for the price of Ethereum to change without it having any effect on my loan. So it says my collateralization ratio, it works out the ratio. So 243% is very comfortable. Let me just show you if I went to 400%, it starts to give me a warning here. And if I went to max, basically the smallest movement in the Ethereum price could be devastating. So 300 would be very comfortable, a responsible way to take a loan. My liquidation price is 150 Rand. So that means, $150. That means if the price of Ethereum fell below $150 per Ethereum, I would be liquidated. As you go up, your price will go higher. That's 200. At max, it would be 243, which is round about today's price. So guys, this is important. Make sure you don't over collateralize or take too much of the money out of your loan because you can get liquidated. Once again, you don't lose everything if you liquidate it. You simply have to pay a 13% fee and your loan is closed and the money is refunded, or the Ethereum, the collateral is refunded. So we're going to take 300. The stability fee, now this is interesting. This is the interest that you will pay on the loan, the annual interest, and it's at 0. Now, the reason it's at 0 is because of the current economic turmoil that we're experiencing in our country, in the world, and in the economic system. Interest on loans is probably going to be a thing of the past in the future. But if the economy does recover and if the Oasis.app decide that interest is going to be viable to charge interest, they will start charging interest again. Anyway, so there is no interest on the loan. How cool is that? It asks you to check everything. You're depositing 3 Ethereum, generating 300 DAI. That's my liquidation ratio. That's the price. It's just a coincidence that those two are the same. Liquidation fee 13%, you can't do anything about that. And stability fee, there is no interest on the loan. You need to accept everything. You need to understand the stability fee is not fixed and it can change over time. There is a system where the keepers of the system will vote and they can push the interest up and down. This also helps to regulate the ratio of DAI to US dollar, but that once again. So now we have to confirm this. So I'm going to click confirm and my vault is being created and everything is going to happen and I'm going to get the DAI into my MetaMask. So this will take some time because once again, it needs to, the smart contract is being written. It has to go to the Ethereum blockchain and everything has to be put in place. So the confirmations have come in and it says that it will take so much amount of time, but the transaction details. We can view that on Etherscan. I'm not going to. I'm just going to go to MetaMask. And I want to show everybody here that if I go to the wallet, I should see the DAI there. If you don't see the DAI there immediately, don't panic. It can take a little while to load, and you might also have to just click and search for the token. But we can see I've got a balance of 300 DAI, which equates to $300, and my Ethereum has been removed out of my MetaMask wallet. What I would then do, because now we've got DAI in the MetaMask wallet and we still have no way to pay for the real world application of fixing our car, we need to go to an exchange, or what I like to use is an online decentralized exchange that accepts DAI. So Uni Swap Exchange is probably the easiest place to go to. Now, if you get to Uni Swap Exchange, you can simply select that you would like to swap your DAI, which is in your MetaMask wallet, and you can select a token. Now, you could select Ethereum, or you could select a host of tokens that you could simply sell on Altcoin Trader. So for this exercise, I'm going to select Ethereum because it's well known, and Ethereum is a token that you can sell just about on any exchange. I'm going to buy 300 DAI worth, and that will give me 1.23. So I need to once again approve DAI. Remember, MetaMask would ask you to approve each new token that you get started with. So that will take a couple of minutes to get approved. So it has been approved, and now I'm able to swap it. It talks about a fee. It gives me a couple of warnings, but if you confirm it, once again, you interact with MetaMask to approve and to agree to all of these things, and it will swap it. So I'm going to close here. Let's go to our MetaMask. This transaction is pending, but we will very soon see that the Ethereum is in my wallet. What I do next is simply deposit this Ethereum into Altcoin Trader and withdraw the rands. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the amazing opportunity of decentralized financial loans. What I've done is I have taken a DeFi loan and extracted that money into South African rands that I can use in the real world to do things like what we've mentioned: fix my car, buy a business, buy a house, whatever I need to do with that money. So just to go through this, I got about 1.25 Ethereum from that. So as you can see, I can now withdraw 5,400 rands into my traditional bank account via Altcoin Trader, and I have money to do whatever I need to do. Now, before we go, I just want to show you the vault and the amazing flexibility that you have in this vault. Let's just go through this very quickly. Remember, I said this is a facility, and I like to compare this to an access bond where you can put money in, take money out. Once you have this facility open, you can really use it for a lot of things. Okay, so we can see that the current price of Ethereum is $243 US. The liquidation penalty, 13%, as we know. We have 3 Ethereum locked in our vault, and we are able to withdraw 1.15 Ethereum. The reason that we are able to withdraw that is because we didn't take a loan for the full value of our 3 Ethereum. So we still have some change, if you want to put it that way, but we are still able to withdraw that. Now, withdrawing that would change the collateralization ratio. And remember, that could be dangerous because the more Ethereum you withdraw, the higher your collateralization ratio would go, or in this case, the lower. If it goes lower than 150, your loan will be liquidated, meaning that you would be paying the 13% penalty. Something else that is very amazing here is if you want to pay back, you can pay back the DAI, therefore reducing your loan. You could pay it back to naught and keep this facility available for if you needed a loan in the future. You are also able to generate more DAI. So if you needed more money, once again, like an access bond, you could generate another 186 DAI, 186 US, which is well over 1,000 Rand. But that would be coming out of this, and it would push up your collateralization ratio. So it would be taking away the cushion that you've got when the Ethereum price changes. If it drops too low, you don't want to get liquidated. It's a very good idea to have a cushion here, here, and here, which is basically the same thing. Guys, this is absolutely amazing to me. Facilities like a vault that is now available to you to use, to loan money, to pay back money, to do whatever you need to do in the entrepreneurial or business world. This is something that you must know about. It is the ability to take a loan. Remember, I still have my 3 Ethereum. I can withdraw that at any time, provided I pay back the loan of $300 or 300 DAI. If the price of Ethereum goes up dramatically, I could simply use some of my Ethereum to pay back my loan and get my 3 Ethereum back. I owe $300. I do not owe any cryptocurrency. I do not owe any Ethereum. So the price going up is a huge benefit to me. Likewise, the price going down is a bit of a problem for me because my loan amount does not change. It is fixed at 300 DAI, which is essentially $300. One thing which I just want to make clear, because I know there's been some confusion. Let's say your loan is liquidated. You will be refunded the balance. How do you get that refunded? Everything will go into your Ethereum address, which is basically your MetaMask address. Here's the address. When you set up your MetaMask, you have an Ethereum address. So if your loan is liquidated, you could be sleeping. You don't have to do anything. You will simply see your Ethereum returned to this address. Obviously not all of them, because you will be penalized. So basically here it would be the 1.5 Ethereum minus the 13% liquidation fee and whatever they were able to sell the Ethereum for to liquidate. So guys, you have to do very little. There's nothing you need to know. When you take the loan, if you withdraw and you generate more DAI, once again, that will go to your MetaMask and you will have your DAI available, which you can swap on Uni Swap, send to Altcoin Trader, withdraw the rands. Likewise, if you deposit rands into Altcoin Trader, you can buy Ethereum, send it to Uniswap, swap it for DAI, send the DAI here and pay back your loan. Guys, this is absolutely amazing and excites me beyond what you can imagine. We now have the ability to take loans using the DeFi space. We can take those loans and move them into the real world and use those rands to further our real world businesses. I find that absolutely amazing, and it is something that I'm passionate about, showing people and teaching people. The thing to remember here, guys, is it's not difficult. It's very easy. Get involved, take a test loan. Know that it is one of the arrows in your quiver of business that you can use if you need liquidity, if you need finance. The only thing I urge you is to use this tool in a responsible manner. You do have to pay the loans back if you want your collateral back. If you don't want your collateral back and you're prepared to lose your 3 ETH, you never have to pay this loan back, and it doesn't hurt anyone, as I mentioned earlier. Guys, I hope this benefits you. I hope it helps you to build businesses, and I hope it helps you to create liquidity and have assets, rands available without selling your crypto portfolio. That's it from me, guys. If you like this video, if you like the content that I'm bringing, give me a thumbs up. I'm out.